It is late spring, and my nephew is making his way from Richmond to visit me. He has always been my favorite, the son I have always wished for. But anxious as I am to see him, I fear for his safety, for there are persistent rumors of an attack by the French.
You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Right. What was that? Kill him!
Wait, come back! I'm deeply in your debt, gentlemen.
It's our pleasure to help.
I did nothing to provoke them.
It's your red waistcoat.
They thought you were a British soldier.
Shall we find your horse?
Right, here's the troop movements.
And here's your money, Sergeant.
Thank these men as well.
Boy challenged some Hurons to a foot race.
And he was losing.
We decided to aid in the outcome.
Then I owe you once again. Come, I want to hear all the news from home.
And in the fall, Sally Whitfield is to marry Prescott Turner.
How can that be? She's just a slip of a thing, and Prescott must weigh, what, 300 pounds?
Well, I'm afraid they've become much more a matched set since you last saw them.
No.
Mother will tell you all about it when she comes in the fall.
Yes, when you go off to Harvard.
Yes. I bought you a present.
Oh, there was no need.
Well, why don't you open it?
Thank you.
So, you doubt the two Hurons were an advance party?
We do, Colonel. You seem awfully sure of that, Scout.
We are.
Care to explain why?
No? Anything else, Colonel?
No, I think that's quite sufficient. Thank you, Scout. Sergeant Porter?
Yes, sir.
The southeast best needs reinforcement. A few new logs should help shore it up. That will be your responsibility, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something, Chingachgook. Why would two Hurons chase a young colt like Andrew through the woods?
Your word. The Red Waistcoat.
But there could have been a whole brigade of British right behind him. Would you do something that foolish?
Hurons are not as smart as Delawares.
True, but they're not stupid either.
Hawkeye, is there going to be a battle?
So the gossip says.
That's very exciting. We don't have battles in Virginia.
Listen, when you came upon the Hurons, what were they doing?
Talking to someone.
Another Huron?
No, a white man.
A blue coat? A French soldier?
No coat at all that I could see.
Could you describe him?
No, but I could draw him for you.
Why do you draw these plants?
To study them.
Are you going to grow them?
No, just teach people about them.
Are they going to grow them?
No, just so that they know about them.
Then what is the purpose?
Been asking myself that same question a great deal of late.
You never saw both eyes?
No.
Well, at least it's a start. Thank you, Andrew. It's very nice work.
Thank you.
Are you boys finished putting away those blankets and pickle barrels?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
We thought we'd get to know your nephew, sort of show him around a little.
Well, that is very thoughtful of you. I think Andrew would enjoy spending time with young men his own age. Thank you.
Hello?
I'm McKinney. This here's Peavy. We work for your aunt.
Delighted to meet you. What are you doing?
The game's called poker. You know it?
No.
Be our pleasure to show you how it's played.
We throw in a few coins just to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Put up two more. Drinks all around.
Hey!
you are, Hawkeye.
Thank you, lad. May I offer my condolences
For what, sir?
for the relative who passed on and left one of you this windfall.
Oh, no, sir. Toward nothing more than a rush of good fortune at cards.
Well, then, my condolences to the loser.
Not to worry, Andrew can afford it.
Mrs. Shields' nephew?
Come on, Peavy. Let's make sure everyone has a tankard.
Schooner of ale, miss. And don't stop serving till I tell you. Hawkeye, you rapscallion.
Bradstreet.
What are you doing here?
A little scouting, a little trapping. How about yourself?
Damn English pressed us into service on account of an attack unit here. And me with a crop to be harvested in 2 weeks.
Well, if it's any help, you and your men will more than likely see some fighting soon.
It doesn't help at all.
Attention all military personnel! Guzzle it down and get back to barracks. We got a long day of training tomorrow. And that includes militia.
We just got here, Sergeant. Surely it's time for a tankard of ale.
I said move it, soldier.
The hell with you. You got no authority with me.
I'll show you who's in charge.
I suggest you find another means of showing your authority.
And I suggest you stay out of affairs that are none of your concern.
Be my pleasure. Except for this lap full of ale.
Not my problem, Scout.
It may become that.
I'll worry about that when the time comes, and not a moment before.
Front! March! Turn to halt! Halt! Turn about! Haste! Front! March! Turn to halt! Halt! Right aim out! Haste!
You make it appear almost inviting.
It is.
I find little to admire in the anticipation of men to kill one another.
I can see how you might feel that way, but a soldier, and that's what he lives for.
I doubt he looks forward to it.
They must. Life is most precious at that moment when one stands to lose it.
We should view life as precious all of the time, Andrew.
We should, but we don't. We simply go from day to dreary day, searching for the point of it all, waiting instead of doing.
Andrew, what are you saying?
Dear Elizabeth, one of the reasons that I came out here is that I'm thinking of giving up my studies. Now, my parents wouldn't understand if I told them, so I was hoping that maybe you could explain it to them.
I thought you wanted to be a naturalist.
No, that's what they've always wanted. Do you not believe that one should follow one's heart, that one should pursue one's passion no matter where it takes you?
Yes, but that's not always possible.
Well, what if it is? And Elizabeth, the one career that fills me with fervor, the one that I want to pursue with all of my strength, I want to join the militia and become a soldier.
Regiment! Halt! Front rank! Make! Ready! Peas in! Fire! Front rank, retire! Quickly, gentlemen! Front rank! Make! Ready! Peas in! Fire! Front rank, retire!
I feel so foolish.
Why? Simply told the boy to follow his own mind.
But I should have known what he was thinking.
Yes, well, the gift of visions is most unusual in a white woman.
No, from the way his gaze was fixed on the training.
No matter. It's done.
Well, perhaps you can undo it.
How exactly would you have me do that?
He looks up to you. You could talk to him and try to convince him to resume his studies.
No. He's following his instincts. It's how a man survives.
Will you at least keep an eye on him and make sure that he's learning what he needs to know?
Now that I would be glad to do.
Well, it looks as if you've had one devil of a day.
Cannot begin to know. Drilling, loading, firing, more drilling, passing inspection, soldiering. It's hard work.
And the thing for you is a bit of relaxation.
It'd do you more good to get your mind off such things.
Return to it tomorrow, refreshed.
And as long as we have the cards, you might as well take back some of that money we were so fortunate enough to win last night.
Perhaps you're right.
Of course we are.
Oh, 1 pence ante, gentlemen.
The most important thing, gentlemen, is to squeeze off the shaft. One thing you don't want to do is jerk the trigger. Because if you jerk it, I guarantee you will miss whatever you are aiming at. Now, you militia are well advised to keep that in mind.
I've never had any problem hitting what I aim at.
Really, Settler? And what would that be? Some cow that's wandered too far from the barn? Or maybe it's the barn itself you're aiming at.
As fine a shot as I've ever seen.
Thank you, Dimwitty.
Put a ball up and that's behind, he could.
And you've never seen Hawkeye shoot?
Is that accurate, Scout? Are you as an expert with a musket as you are with a paddle?
I've had some success with both.
Well, then perhaps you choose to display your talents.
Shooting matches are a waste of both time and munitions. I don't seem to have an unlimited supply of either.
You wouldn't be a bit fearful, would you?
Only if embarrassing you in front of your men.
Or more likely of embarrassing yourself.
He's missed it clean. Not a chance. Take a closer look.
Hawkeye! You've driven the sergeants down, same hole! Silence in the ranks!
Shall we move on or call it a draw?
I will not deem one fortunate shot a draw. Let's find some nails and see who can drive them closer. Unless you think that will take your luck beyond its limits.
Well, I can't deny my share of luck. But none of it involves my musket. Nails it is. Well, Sergeant, you're first. Show me the level I must aim for.
Higher than you ever planned, Scout.
Oh. Definite high water mark?
Improve on it if you can.
I can. Well, that should settle it.
What's settled is that your crafted weapon is better than my government issue. As to your skill against mine, I find that matter unresolved.
Well, there's a simple solution. We'll trade weapons and shoot at potatoes. That should settle it.
You ready, Sergeant?
I am. Well, Hawkeye, seems the best you can do is another tie.
You know, we could be out here all afternoon wasting food and musket ball. I suggest we put an end to this. Grab a second potato. Andrew, is that musket of yours loaded?
It is.
Please, come stand by me. Now, give them a good high toss. Nothing wrong with your weapons, Sergeant. Nothing at all.
I remember how I envied my sister when she gave birth to Andrew. But I suddenly comprehend what a terrible price she paid for that child. For when I think of Andrew in danger, the chill through my heart can only be a fraction of the dread my beloved sister has yet to live with all these years.
Il faut tuer le jeune Anglais. D'accord? Bien. Rear rank to the front! Make ready! Peas in! Fire! Rear rank to the front! Make ready! Peas in! Fire! Rear rank to the front! Make ready! Peas in! Fire! Reload! Party! Take those buckets down to the river and get us some water.
Yes, Sergeant!
Bradstreet, you and Zachary go with him.
Yes, Sergeant!
Yes, Sergeant! Rear rank to the front!
Why don't you tell us what you're doing here?
Same as yourselves. Getting trained?
Nothing about you is the same as us. Not your clothes, your talk, or your manners.
Well, we all want to fight the French, don't we?
I'm not interested in fighting anybody. I came here to raise cows and corn. As far as I'm concerned, them fellas in the fancy red uniforms, they can do all the fighting.
maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. My cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
You were outnumbered. It was your only choice.
No. There were only 4 of them. If I had stayed, it would have been almost even, but I ran.
It was a reasonable thing to do.
Nope, just a cowardly one. All I want is to be gone from this place before anybody knows what I've done.
Running away is never an answer to anything.
It is impossible for me to face the people here.
Well, you'd better learn, or you won't be able to face them anywhere.
And that will be my fate.
I will not allow this.
You cannot prevent it.
I will go to Colonel Monroe and demand that you be restricted to this fort for your own safety.
And then what? You keep me here for the rest of my life?
Forgive me, but you were the one asking me to discourage the lad from soldiering.
Well, I was wrong. I have some reservations as to how Andrew is going to react the first time he sees enemy fire.
Sergeant Porter is training him for that eventuality.
Yes, but he gives instruction to 20 men. I think Andrew needs something more along the lines of, well, private tutoring. As usual, I am prepared to pay.
As usual. But I'm no teacher.
But you've been in battle.
Never by choice.
You must have gained some knowledge.
Meaning I know how to kill people?
Yes.
Is that what you want him to learn?
No, I want him to be prepared to defend himself.
Sometimes that means killing. If I teach him, you may not like the way I send him back.
That's a problem that I will have to deal with. Thank you.
You said kill white men, we kill white men.
I told you to kill them all.
We couldn't find the third.
No matter. I'll take care of it during the attack. Dennis. Now, the southeast bastion is the one under repair. It's the best place to attack. Vous comprenez? Yeah.
My aunt put you up to this?
She was concerned that you might be a bit skittish when the French attacked the fort. There's nothing unusual about that. Happens to every man the first time he comes face to face with the possibility of dying.
Did it happen to you?
Well, let's just say I've been aware of my mortality longer than most. Now, you stand here. Now, fire your weapon into the brush there.
Why?
So we'll both know it's unloaded.
Should I reload it?
Afraid you're not gonna have time for that, son. Use it like a club. Block me with your rifle. Block it now. Very good. Now, what are you going to do about him?
I think he's getting the idea.
Now, we'll just keep to it till it becomes as natural for you as drawing a tree or a bird.
Tell me, what do you know of poker?
Enough to not play it.
My knowledge is the same as the Delawares, save for this one thing. There's always one fool at a gaming table. If you can't reckon who it is, it's usually you.
Then there's no hope. I'll never win my money back from Peavy and McKinney.
When they think you a fool, it is easier to fool them.
How does that help me with them?
They wager a certain way because they believe you don't understand. But now you understand.
Ooh, step aside, Peavy.
It'd be my pleasure to buy you gentlemen a drink.
Well, your pleasure to drink it.
A few pies, please.
Militia paid you already?
No. I had to borrow some money from my aunt to tide me over.
To your health.
To yours as well.
You know, there's an empty table near the back. We could amuse ourselves with a game of cards.
No, I don't think so. You're so much better than I.
No, we just had a run of luck.
Besides, wouldn't be good manners not to give you a chance to win your chits back.
Well, all right. In the name of good manners.
So tell me, what kind of a teacher did you prove to be?
No better than my pupil.
But surely no worse.
Well, that remains to be seen. Test will come when there's real powder and shot in the muskets that are aimed at him. Elizabeth, he'll be fine.
Well, I guess my money's in.
Mine too.
3 7s.
Never seen anything like it.
It's like the devil himself was playing your hands.
No, it's just my luck balancing out, that's all.
You know, more than balancing out, I'd say. You're gonna have to ask Miss Shields for an advance. You think you could say something to her on my account?
Oh, absolutely. It'd be my pleasure.
Safer inside.
No, I have to help.
Where are you going?
I'm going out to muster the rest of the men, sir.
They'll find their own way back. You tend to the ones inside the walls.
Sir!
bastion du sud est faible. Tu vois? Juste ici.
How'd they know to attack the southeast bastion, Sergeant?
How your aunt's doing.
Open the gates!
could find no purpose in the events of last night.
You can take pride in the way you performed under fire.
How can I do that? I was terrified.
You saved my life.
Only because I feared your death more than I feared my own.
You can certainly return home now.
Not yet. Not until I can perform without fear. The same manner of power that Hawkeye had.
It's only the power to destroy. You've got something else, something special. The power to teach, to leave footprints for others to follow. When I'm gone, I'll leave no footprints. You did very well, Andrew. Very well.
Andrew went home 2 days later to enroll at Harvard as planned. He writes me that he has found his calling, that he wants to be a teacher. As he puts it, to leave his footprints upon the minds and lives of others so that they may follow them.